Thanksgiving, and joining us now, Pastor Monty Leavell from First Methodist Church, along with Richard Slaughter, the youth minister.
That's right.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are things?
Doing well for a Monday morning.
That's right, and a foggy Monday morning.
It was nice.
Oh, this is nice?
Yeah, the fog was just nice.
Always looking on the bright side.
I'm a sunshine person.
Okay.
We've had this kind of weather for a few days. We were driving down to Carlsbad for our remote broadcast yesterday, and of course it was sunny Roswell North, and as we're headed down to Carlsbad, it was cloudy and cold and windy, and we were outside, and finally the sun broke through the clouds, and I spent most of the broadcast standing just beyond the door of the grocery store in the sun trying to stay warm. So where do we want to begin? It is Thanksgiving week, and do we have some things coming up this week at the church?
This week it's really kind of a short week for us in the church. We'll be taking off for Thanksgiving Day, and then the day after that. So we've got about 3 days to get everything ready for this coming Sunday. But this coming Sunday is the first Sunday of Advent, which begins just that preparation for Christmas. And so just lots coming up, not only this coming Sunday, but the weeks of December as well, and just lots of different activities. Of course, Advent, Christmas are always special times in the life of the church and the community as well. And I think sometimes we skip Advent and go right to Christmas. Once we get past Thanksgiving, everybody's geared up for Christmas. But the seasons of Advent is really that preparation, 4 Sundays preparing us for the coming of Christ and the celebration of His first coming. So there's lots of activities going on.
So many people, I think we're all kind of guilty of it, focus on just the Christmas day itself, or
Yes.
the Christmas Eve, or the presents and the kids and all that kind of fun. But Advent is a whole, it's a month-long program, right?
Yes, 4 weeks, and we light a candle every Sunday of Advent, and first candle's hope, second candle's peace, third is joy, and the fourth will be love. And it just kind of sets the stage for those 4 Sundays of Advent. Where do we find hope? Where do we find peace? Where do we find joy? Where do we find love in the midst of the crazy world that we live in? And of course, the answer for each one of those is in Christ. And so it's just that visual reminder every Sunday of Advent as we light those candles. This is where we find our hope, and this is where we find peace and joy and love. And then on Christmas Eve, we'll light the Christ candle as just the, the culmination of all of that, and celebrating Christ coming into this world.
Richard, for the youth at the church, what programs do you have lined up? I'm sure you've got some special things going on.
Yeah, our big event, of course, we do everything with the church, and so we got a lot of those kind of church-wide events that we're looking forward to. But our student ministry Christmas party is the 11th, and so we're looking forward to that. That's always a huge deal. It's a huge event in the life of the student ministry. And last year we invited parents, and so we had all the parents and all the students together, and we're going to do that again this year. And we're going to invite parents and students to come and celebrate with us, and there's always food and a hot chocolate bar, and it's a big event. We have a lot of fun with it, and then we're right back into the various things that the church is doing through the month of December.
Well, there's about 27 people in the back of the room are listening to the radio. They got their hand up. They're going, ooh, ooh, ooh. Question. One of the longtime traditions at the church has been the live nativity.
Yes.
And are we working on that for this year?
We are. We've started working on that, and some of the planning, getting that together. And it will be December the 18th at 6 o'clock. Great event. hopefully, we're hoping we're going to have all of the live animals there from Runyon Ranch again this year. They're going to be in Roswell and going to get back with us. But it's a special time it's a special event in the life of the congregation, and just getting adults and kids and youth involved in the production of that, and being angels and shepherds, and Mary and Joseph, our praise team, providing the music for that, and just then the reading of that Christmas story, and it's just a good time, good outreach for us, and inviting the community to come and enjoy that, and just to by that time, it's on the 18th. Hopefully, a lot of people have a lot of their shopping and stuff that's done, and just come and hear that Christmas story, and enjoy some cookies and hot chocolate, and bring warm clothes. We've been blessed the last couple of years for pretty mild weather, but it can sometimes in December it can be pretty cold for that event.
Sure. Well, I think we're off to a pretty chilly start for this fall and winter compared to normal. I was looking at the high and low from last year. Last year it was 81.
Yes.
On the 20th of November. Yesterday was 50, and I could tell. It was quite chilly. So be prepared for that.
Absolutely.
Is that a snow or shine event, or?
It's we haven't had to deal with the snow. I guess we'll just have to figure that out if that happens. But it's been cold numerous times. But it's still a good event.
Still a good event. Richard, how many live nativities have you been involved with now? How many years?
This will be my third or fourth.
Okay.
I've been here 3.5 years, so I'm trying to count Decembers. But it's really early on a Monday morning for that. But yeah. I do want to say that for the live nativity, we always enjoy having the community come out, and one thing that I want to make available is there's going to be those of us in the church who are there to make prayer available. We'll have some little gospel books that if people need, the Gospel of Mark, I think. Also, if you need just prayer or just someone to vent to or just talk to, there will be people from the church who are available to do that with folks in the community. We'll have some information on the church, but also just be there to meet people's needs, pray for whatever they have going on in their life. And it's just a unique opportunity to not only come and witness that event, because we have a great time. I mean, sometimes you have little goats and little kids, and they're just a joy to watch, and it creates some pretty memorable moments. But we also want to make sure that people realize that we're there for them. The holiday season can sometimes be a stressor or a struggle for a lot of people, and we want to be there to relieve that if at all possible.
Sure. People have all kinds of things they're dealing with. Family members they've lost touch with, people that are sick, that are not doing well, maybe people that have passed away recently that you've spent a lot of time with through life. So there's all kinds of things that people are dealing with, and then the holidays, you bring out the memories from the past, and it's not the same now. And so, people do have
Absolutely.
a lot of questions and concerns and struggles this time of year. So, and then there's a lot of people at Twitter that are looking for work, but we're not so concerned about that.
I don't think we have any jobs available, but we're happy to pray with them.
Absolutely, of course. Music is also an important part of any celebration this time of the year. Gentlemen, you want to talk about preparation for the music and the music that people are familiar with that they hear from the Methodist Church?
It's kind of interesting you bring that up. This morning when I was just sitting at home and reading, I went ahead and put on some Christmas music. I thought, well, this is the Advent season, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And just listening to some of that, those Christmas carols, it's some of the I think, most familiar, soothing songs that we have, in our culture. And just the lyrics of so many of those Christmas carols are just so deep and rich in theology. And, I just this morning listening to, Silent Night, and just how peaceful that hymn is. The words to it, and of course that's one of the hymns that we always do on our candlelight service, and it's just a special time. So we're planning on special music. We've got our children's choir will be singing on the 11th of December. They will also be doing a program at 5 o'clock on that night, the 11th. And so there's just lots of music involved in that. Of course, every Sunday morning we have lots of music, but we will be introducing this Sunday some of the Christmas carols, but talking mainly about the second coming of Christ. And, that's what Advent is really about. We know the birth of Christ, and we celebrate that on Christmas, but the season of Advent reminds us, hey, he's coming again, and, we need to be prepared, and we need to be ready for that.
You're right about music. I was in a big box store recently, and something seemed odd. People were fine. It wasn't a mad rush. There wasn't any chaos going on. People were just doing the thing, and I'm walking around. I'm like, what is wrong? And then it hit me. There wasn't any music being played in the store, and it was off. I think at that point I would have been okay with Christmas music, even though it was a week ahead of time. But just the silence of nothing was just, like I said, it was off, and you don't think about it, but I guess it's okay to start listening to Christmas music now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, most of the stores, I think some of those stores had the Christmas stuff out even before Halloween got here, so, and I think that's one of the things for me, there's just so much commercialization of Christmas today, and I get it. I mean, stores and they need their revenue and income and everything, but sometimes we can miss the true meaning of Christmas and get so distracted in all of the preparations and trying to make sure everything is right and the right gifts, and those things are good. But if we miss that part of God becoming flesh, Jesus coming and in the form of a baby, we miss the whole meaning of that, and and why he came, to bring peace in the midst of the chaos of our world, to bring joy into our lives, to bring love, and hope, and that's what our world needs right now, what our community needs. And in the midst of this crazy, chaotic world that we live in, Christ is the answer. And we just want people to know that. And people in the community that are, as you said, Gene, that people that are, struggling with, whether it's not having a job, grieving over the loss of loved ones, and the holidays can be a stressful time. It can be a time of, that loved one is not there, and, it's just going to be different this Thanksgiving and this Christmas. We just want people to know that we're there for them, and there to pray for them and encourage them during this time.
Very good. Richard, anything you'd like to add this morning?
I just want to say that I started Christmas songs 2 weeks ago, and that I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a day. Advent and Christmas is a season.
Okay.
So if you want to start early, you can blame it on me. But I just want to echo Pastor Monty and say that we really do want to be a little beacon of hope in our church for our community. And Advent is a special time. If you've not done Advent at your church or not seen it in the past, come join us. You see the sanctuary kind of progressively get more decorated as we go, and it's just one of those unique experiences that I think we miss out on a lot in the church. But yeah, I think more than anything, just Pastor Monty and I want to make sure that everyone in our community knows, hey, we're here and we want to be a resource for you through prayer and through any number of our events, you're welcome. Come see us. We're happy to have you.
People can always call the church or come by the church. Are you on the internets, website, social media?
I mean, yeah, you can find us on our website is fumcartesia.com, and then we're on Facebook. We're in the office Monday through Thursday, and I mean, a lot of times people will come in, and one of us will make time. One of us will be there. If Pastor Monty's not available, I will be, and if I'm not, he will be, and we want to make sure that's available to folks. But yeah, you can reach us you can message us on Facebook, and you can find out all of our current events on the website. We try to keep that as current as possible. We work hard to make sure that that's a useful tool. But yeah, and of course you can call.
There you go. Did we cover everything on your list, Pastor?
I think we did. Just can I go over it quickly
Please,
again?
yes, of course.
So this Sunday, the first Sunday of Advent, December the 4th, second Sunday of Advent, our Methodist women will be having a chili dinner, providing that for the church. It's a fundraiser for them. The December the 11th, our children's program at 5 o'clock. They'll be singing that Sunday morning as well. December the 18th, our live nativity at 6 o'clock. And then Christmas Eve candlelight service at 6 o'clock Christmas Eve.
Very good. And for more information, call or visit the First United Methodist Church here in Artesia. Well, you're here in time for Kith and Kin. I don't know if you know, this is heavy. So you're just in time for breakfast. We have, take a look at this.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
We have wheat, bacon, and I can never say the name of the cheese. Is it Havarti or Haverty? Havarti?
Your guess is as good as mine.
We have a hoagie, sausage and cheddar. This is a croissant with ham and bacon and American cheese. And then this is the green chili bread with ham and jack cheese. So y'all are welcome to dig in here when we go to break. We've got some fresh coffee from Kith and Kin. So Mondays is always a good day. I'm just a little tip if you want to be on the radio. Monday
I'll make a note of that.
Monday is the day to come in and have breakfast.
I was
with
just
you.
thinking, like, this time slot's going to get hard to get.
Well,
people keep getting breakfast.
I know. Normally the barking guy would be here, but he's on his way down to Florida to visit family down in Florida.
Oh, that's good.
And so he's not here, so that's more for us. But we're always
Thanks
happy.
for your time slot.
Yes, exactly. So very good. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much, and we will see you again very soon.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving to you.